Candlepin New Generation encourages kids to be active and enjoy candlepin bowling. Candlepin New Generation is made possible by Academy Lanes, New England's largest candlepin center. Visit academylanes.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.
Championship Showdown, 12 to 14 age group. I'm so excited I'm spitting Brian, and they've got great cameras at Franklin TV so they can see that. He's Brian Rowe, I'm Rob Taylor. It's our Championship Showdown at Woburn Bowladrome. We're gonna start with the folks you just saw last week. Dillon, you just got off the lanes, tossed a big 116 game. How do you keep that momentum going?
Just keep doing what I was doing in the earlier games and just keep my momentum.
Julia, string number 3 of the day for you. How do you try to go up there and make it your best one?
Make sure I'm throwing it straight out, fix whatever I need to, take my time, and just try to have fun.
I think we're all going to have fun watching this one. I think they're going to have fun, too. They'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm excited. Nate, do you have a different mindset going into a championship match as opposed to getting here?
Just hit a head pin.
So full throttle, head pins all day?
Yes.
All right, I like it. You did it well the first time, so hopefully you can keep doing it this time. Jennah, going for the championship. What did you learn from the last game you threw, and what do you want to do differently now to make sure you win the championship?
Just keep my ball on the head pin and focus.
So they got teamwork here. Great teamwork. All they're just doing is a head pin game.
We'll try to be the big team in the booth. Let's watch these kids.
Let's go.
Finals time! Jennah Ward is throwing the first ball on 38. Go get him, Jennah. She is in the red.
Crowning our first champion.
Julia Jones following her up. She is in the purple. First champion of season 16 will be crowned. They will take home these beautiful trophies.
New Gen can drive now. How does it make you feel?
New Gen can drive. I was thinking about that. Yeah, it's getting really scary. Next year will be my 10th season on the show.
Wow.
Yeah, that's horrifying. What a shot by Ward! Julia with a nice bid to answer. Jennah Ward conducting the spread eagle -1. A beautiful open for the Stars and Strikes contestant. Julia, meanwhile, with a nice 8. Julia, a defending champion in the 11 and under age group. Looking to go back-to-back this year in the 12 to 14 age group.
Triple crown on the way.
Could be. Could be when the show can legally vote. Jennah with the 5 fill. Nearly matching leaves here. Jennah looking to string 2 in a row. On the head pin. Leaves a tough 7. Julia veers left. Julia and her partner Dillon, both from Academy Lanes. Jennah Ward, meanwhile, as we said, from Stars and Strikes Lanes. And Nate Rubyck fills out the matchup from the home house of Woburn.
Where's Stars and Strikes at?
It's up north.
It's up north?
I'm gonna Google. I'm gonna Google it, Brian. Why don't you stall while I look up the exact location of Stars and Strikes Lanes?
Let's see, what do we got?
I will say Stars and Strikes Lanes, great Facebook presence. They are always sharing our posts, which we are grateful for. South Paris, Maine, Brian.
South Paris?
108 Park Street. Patronize your local bowling alley. 9 and counting for Ward. From the friendly neighborhood Park Street. Meanwhile, Julia with a tough spare leave. A lot of decisions she can make up there. A couple of different options with the wood. Jennah, all over it, no wood required.
No
Julia,
doubt.
meanwhile, kisses the left wood, swinging back, doesn't quite come over to catch the 6. So a strong start from Ward, applying some pressure early. Julia still throwing a good ball. She's got 28 through 3. Jennah Ward, 34 and a ball. Julia Jones has seafood listed as her favorite food. To Jennah Ward's spaghetti.
She originally wrote tacos, and she said, nah. Spaghetti.
Tacos? They're 2 very opposite foods.
They are.
Jennah on the head pin again.
Oh, wow.
Nice fill of 8. Another opportunity to pick it up.
Where do you like this shot?
I'm trying to hit the 5 pin on the right side. If I can kiss the 5 and the wood on the right at the same time, everything's happy. She throws a little further right than I would have. Still good enough, though. Jennah's thrown 3 marks in 4 boxes and is off to a fiery start. Julia, meanwhile, going to just try to keep her composure, get a big out here. Still plenty of match to go. She's on that head pin, finds the object. She's at 35 in the 4th. And so Ward has built up an early 17 and a ball lead, but still with plenty of time to go, with our gentlemen still having not even taken the lane yet. Jennah Ward, a fan of Grey's Anatomy. One of the few shows on television with more seasons than we have.
I don't know if that's true.
Is it not true?
I think they're on season 16.
Oh, well then, we're going to outlast them.
Take that, Greys.
Eat it, Greys.
We don't kill off your favorite characters all the time.
Not yet, anyway. Nice spare by Ward. She goes 4 marks in 5 boxes, 69 and a ball through 5. Julia had the objects pin too as she gets the 10, just around that 10 pin. So she is at 44. So strong start for Julia at 44, but Jennah is pacing the way. 69 and a ball through 5. A great half.
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. And so Nate was the one with the huge game last time. He tossed a 131 earlier in the day. Jennah now going to look to catch his high single.
He went first last time too, didn't he?
He did.
Whoever goes first for this team just goes off.
That's true, yeah. Really takes the pressure off the second bowler. Dillon going to look to just chip away. Still a lot of match left. Dillon's on the head pin. All you can do, looking at a tough split, but Jennah made that just a few minutes ago. Nate veering a little left. And we saw in Nate's last match a couple balls get away from him, then he settled himself down, took his time, and really found it in the middle when he strung 4 marks in a row. So maybe those early match jitters again. We know he can settle himself down. Nate, tough 6 to start for the Attleboro native. Allen gets away from Dillon. He'll get 7, so no harm, no foul on either side. Dillon Tufts lists Austin Barnes as his favorite pro bowler. Austin is in the house. He was just over my shoulder.
Oh, there he is.
Can't miss Austin.
Just gave me some creepy eyebrows. I don't know what's going on.
He does that. So Nate takes a deep breath. Getting ready to toss his second box of the match. Nate has Bohemian Rhapsody listed as both his favorite movie and his favorite song. Ooh, tough half Worcester there.
Double whammy.
Great first ball by Dillon. Nate taking his time.
You got a good queen pun going in case you don't
I've got one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want him to make a spare so I can go Scaramouche. Scaramouche.
Yeah, I knew that's where it was going.
Nothing yet. So Nate looking for a big out. He will take 8 for 14. 8 for Dillon brings him up to 15. Both of our gentlemen off to a little bit of a slow start as they look to heat up. Dillon Tufts, like Julia, in his first year in the 12 to 14 age group. Dillon's favorite TV show is Arrow. I believe the superhero themed show.
What's it called?
Arrow, right? I think.
I don't know.
No.
I've heard about it.
Elisa says yes. Candlepin New Gen Insider, Elisa Southall, providing all the important fact-checking of the day. Nate just off, still looking to find that first ball. Dillon, a little off too. Yeah, I think Arrow shoots a bow and arrow, and so then there could be some accuracy opportunities if Dillon has to pick up a single later. Nate veering a little left, still looking to find that ball. He has the luxury of sitting on a 25-ish pin lead. I say ish because of the spare for Ward. Both our contestants looking for big outs here. Nate, tough 6, brings him to 20. Dillon goes conservative, gets a 7 to bring him up to 22. 2 boxes remain in our first half. Gentlemen off to a little bit of a slow start. That gives us a chance to go to our Candlepin New Generation Franklin TV Crew Member of the Week. This week our crew member is Scott. Scott informed us that he is illegitimately related to Peter the Great, the Russian Tsar. Apparently, Peter the Great had some illegitimate bloodlines, and he has traced his lineage
there's
back.
a shocker, but I mean, I don't know what to do with that information.
Well, Dylan's favorite subject is history, so he knows all about Peter the Great. Nate's favorite is English, and he will look to convert a great shot.
I can't imagine a Russian Tsar would have illegitimate children.
Ooh, nice bid by Nate. Always a tricky shot, that 1-9.
Speaking about Russian, if Dylan pulls off this win, we need a Russian accent.
That's true. We should get Dylan and Scott together, and we'll have a good time. Nate picks up the 10, finds a couple of objects there. That one gets away from Dylan, and so he's going to look to regroup himself at the end of the half here and try to hand some momentum over to their teammates. Nate at 30, Dylan at 27, 1 box to go. Main difference in the match coming courtesy of Jennah Ward Strong, 69 and a ball half. She's got 3 marks in a row and will look to continue when she takes the lanes. Nate still having trouble finding it. Dylan, meanwhile, on the head pin, carries an extra pin there, and he's looking at a makeable spare pickup. Nate gets him flying. Dylan, meanwhile, just a little off. So he's going to look to regroup to go into the second half. Nate looking to pick up the 10. Nate with his favorite bowler listed as Jeff Surratt. He will take the 9. Closing the half at 39. Dillon Tufts with a nice 10 to finish at 37. And so, going into the second half, 81 is the combined score for Julia and Dylan. Meanwhile, Jennah and Nate sit at 105. So that is a 24-pin difference in favor of Ward and Rubyck. And Ward is on 3 marks in a row, looking to keep it going. Julia, meanwhile, looking to chip into it. Julia a little off the head pin. Jennah. Tough to refill, brings her to 72. Julia kisses the 4-pin, not enough to knock it over. Meanwhile, Jennah looking for 4 in a row, gives it a good run, but leaves the 10. Julia with 7, brings her to 51 in the 6th. And Jennah with 9 gets her to 81 in the 6th. Julia has Saturday Night Remix by Khalid and Kane Brown as her favorite song.
I don't know what any of that means.
I feel like if I heard it, I would know it.
I know Kane Brown.
I know Khalid.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not to be confused with DJ Khaled.
See, I always thought that.
Yeah, see, how unfortunate for 2 people named Khalid to go big at the same time.
So one's DJ and that's how you're supposed to tell them apart?
Apparently. Yeah, what are your talents, Khalid? What do you do? I'm lucky there's no other famous Robs in the world right now.
None.
So. Jennah buries the head pin, leaves 8, or leaves 2. She's got 8. Julia, meanwhile, will take the 8 for the box. Jennah with a nice 10, pinning well. So Julia's getting ready to kick it into high gear. 3 boxes to go for her. And Julia, I will note, has a hidden talent listed as liking to cook. When I was 12, I was not allowed in the kitchen.
No, not at all.
Julia's 13, but same thing. Because I would burn myself. Jennah looking to burn the 7. Just staring at a 7-10 split. Julia, meanwhile, nice bid on the object pin. She'll try to clear them up. Jennah on the wood. Great effort. Ball bounces over. Wood didn't have quite the angle to catch it. So 9 for Julia, gets her to 68. Jennah with 9 as well, brings her up to 100. So 2 boxes to go for our ladies.
Jennah has left 3 pins standing.
It's 3 pins standing in the match for Jennah. So not just the 4 marks in a row, she's bowling a fundamentally sound game up there. Julia in the 3-pin pocket. Jennah, meanwhile, looking to throw a big game. She has her high single listed as 145. Going to take a couple more marks to catch that. Great attempt by Julia. Jennah,
That's
all
a
but the
crazy
head
high
pin.
single.
Yeah, it is. I don't remember the last time I threw a 145. So 110 in the 9th for Jennah Ward. Julia Jones at 78, looking for a big finish here. Julia Jones has her average listed as 87. She's right on pace for that. And she'd love to throw a mark here, hand Dillon a little momentum. Anything can happen in that last half. Buries the head pin.
Oh.
Drops 7. She's got a little wood to play with. That could come off the wall. The ball could ricochet. Jennah, meanwhile, also drops 7. Also has some wood. 2 interesting shots. Oh, nice bid by Julia. Doesn't quite carry it.
Hit it hard.
Jennah, meanwhile, what a shot by Ward. An exclamation point at the end of a huge string.
Is there any other way to end that string?
There was not. Let's take another look at that pretty shot by Jennah Ward. Puts it right where you want it, ball on the wood, and it takes them all. And so Jennah sits at 120 and a ball in the 10th. Trying to drop a big fill on it. Julia with an 88, nothing to sneeze at, string of her own. Jennah Ward buries the head pin. She will drop 6 for a 126 finish for Jennah Ward. Strong performance. And so now, if you're Dillon, you're loosened up. We saw him in back, stretching out. Nothing to lose. Difference of around 40. Just want to go up there, put on a show, see if you can get hot. Same goes for Nate. First ball buries the head pin for Dillon. Brutal spare leave. But sometimes it's those hard spare leaves. You convert it, and then you start to get things going. Nate, meanwhile, buries it, leaves a solid 10 pin.
I mean, yeah, from a confidence level, there's nothing like getting a little split or sending a pin over and
start feeling like something weird's
you
happening.
feel like you have some control
Get
over
a miracle
your ball.
going. Nate, mama, picks up the spare. My voice is cracking, Brian. That was a bad idea trying to sing Bohemian Rhapsody. Spare for Nate, brings him up to 49 and a ball in the 6. The 8 for Dillon puts him at 45. And so Nate is looking to throw that same first ball on the head pin. He is proudest of his 101 average in the Canada tournament. The Atlantic Coast Classic, which has over 25 years, featuring contestants from Pilgrim and Academy making the journey up to Halifax.
Whenever you can average 15 pins over.
Yeah, in a tournament. 13 games. It's awesome. Dillon not able to catch those 2. Makes a gesture saying he turned his wrist a little bit. Nate, meanwhile, looking to go 2 in a row. And he does! Nate in the pocket, flips the wood over and catches the back 10. So Nate, who struggled out of the gates, is picking up steam here in the second half.
They're going to mark like every box.
That's a good point. Yeah, the duo of Jennah Ward and Nate Rubyck has only not marked in the second box so far. The dynamic duo, they tossed a big score in their last match, scoring around in the 230s. Another mark for Nate. They could get up there again. Dillon, meanwhile, buries the head pin. Not too late for a triple strike opportunity for Dillon. He's staring at that 10 pin. Nate, meanwhile, tough half Worcester. Dillon, just a little bit off. And it is tough up there under those lights in your third match. That's a lot of focus, a lot of intensity to bring throughout the day.
The lights drain you a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those types of games aren't like your typical matches. When you're throwing 13 strings, it's a lot different than when you're in these high-octane 1v1 match play showdowns. It's hot.
It's not often that you bowl at the crowd.
That's what makes some of these performances so impressive. The 6 box for Nate brings him up to 73 in the 8th. Dillon at 65. And Dillon's gonna need strikes to give this thing a shot. We'll see if he can do it. Dillon has had a strong 3-week run on the program. That one goes a little right. A tough half Worcester for Tufts. Rubyck, meanwhile, still taking his time, trying to bring the trophy to the home house of Woburn Bowladrome. That one kicks around, leaves 2.
Now I got Bohemian Rhapsody stuck in my head.
Yeah, I was thinking of, is this the real life kind of a joke in there, but I never came down with anything. That's just fantasy for Nate, going for that tough spare. Dillon finds that head pin for 7, brings him to 72. And he's got 1 box remaining. Nate, meanwhile, the 9 gets him to 82. And so this last box will be the victory box for Nate Rubyck. But for both of these contestants, a triple strike still possible. That would earn them $500, courtesy of Woburn Bowladrome. But it's Jennah Ward and Nate Rubyck who will be taking home the 12-14 title. After 2 gigantic scores, the 2 highest scores of the whole bracket. Dillon's gonna be sick of those half Worcesters. That's a tough break for him right there. And these 2 will play out the string. Nothing to be ashamed of from the team of Julia Jones and Dillon Tufts. That one getting away from Dillon. 2 Academy Lanes natives, a ton to be proud of. Former champions, we know we're gonna see them on the lanes again. They wrap this one up, so Dillon with the out. And Nate with the 10 box. So Jennah Ward and Nate Rubyck take home the title with a 126 and 92 respectively. We'll talk to them and hand them their trophies right now. We are here with our 12-14 champions, Nate Rubyck, Jennah Ward, with strong performances. They're taking home the $100 gift cards and the trophies. Start with you, Nate. Nate, last time you handed your partner a huge lead. This time you got to have the huge lead. How does that change things?
I don't know. I don't know.
Does it take the pressure off at all when you're able to go up there and know that you got a little cushion?
Yes.
How did you assess your bowling that game? I think you had a little bit of trouble in the beginning. You put up a couple marks in the second half. Were there any adjustments you made?
Yeah, I know that the first half I overthrew my ball and I just slowed it down. So.
Well, it worked great. Made you a champion. So congratulations to you, Nate Rubyck. I'm finally getting your name right, and you are the champion. Jennah threw a strong game too.
Yeah, Jennah, your partner threw 4 in a row last game. You threw 4 out of 5 in the first half this game. Tell me about how you were so hot the first half and how you kept the momentum going.
I was just keeping my ball on the head pin and hoping for the best.
And now you were a champion in the younger age group. You're a champion in this age group. I'm hoping that you can complete the sweep and get the champion in the next age group when the time comes. Do you think you'll be able to do that as well?
I hope so.
You're going to come back to defend the title in this age group next year?
Yeah.
All right, our first champion to season 16.
2 champions down, we have 4 more to crown. And the journey to the next trophy starts next week when we will meet our 11 and under contestants, our youngest age group, and they are always a ton of fun. We're having a blast here at Woburn Bowladrome. We hope you are too. We're having a ton of fun with our friends at FranklinTV. I'm having a ton of fun with Brian. I hope he's having fun with me. Always. Thanks so much for watching Candlepin New Generation.
Candlepin New Generation encourages kids to be active and enjoy candlepin bowling. Candlepin New Generation is made possible by Academy Lanes, New England's largest candlepin center. Visit academylanes.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.